Hey guys, I've been watching One Piece for a while now, and it's my first time reading this manga. So I'm just going to talk about all the foreshadowing as I'm reading this from the start for the first time. So if you want to see anime content, One Piece content, please like and subscribe. So let's start. We first see Luffy very young, pirate ship docks, which is the Red Air Pirates, which is Shanks' crew. As he's trying to show them how courageous he is, he takes a knife and sticks it below his eye. This is how he got the scar there. Keep in mind, this is before he ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Uh, then after he mentions to Shanks that his fist is like a pistol, this this shows his famous punch, the Gomu Gomu no pistol. He also mentions that he can't swim, and this is great because we know that he never could swim. So even if he did learn how to swim, it wouldn't have made a difference because he ate the devil fruit, and obviously that makes you lose your swimming capabilities, or it weakens you, so you can't really swim, and the sea basically weakens you. Yeah. So we then see Shanks entertaining but not giving Luffy a full chance. Yes, he tells him maybe in 10 years you can be a pirate, and but he's also like brushing it off. Maybe that's one way to motivate him, or he's just he's just gonna give proper motivation after he eats the Gomu Gomu no Mi. We'll see about that, because we also know that he stole it from the world government. So it was guarded by the CP9, who's who we saw, I think, in chapter 1017, at the end when Huzu was versing Junbei, and Huzu said that he actually lost the devil fruit because of Shanks. Shanks stole it from them, and he kept it. So, and Huzu had to obviously run away from the government because this fruit was important, or I don't know what they were planning to do with fruit. We don't know as yet. We're just waiting for the story to come out. So it was one of the things that happened in the first chapter that we're seeing now, almost over 1,000 chapters later, which is amazing. So it's unaware why Shanks, when he stole this, why he didn't eat it. Okay, because we do know that Haki is kind of more powerful than devil fruits, but it also negates the fact why he did not give it to one of his crew members, because most crews, they like to have at least one devil fruit user. Some doesn't. We don't know, but let's just make it so that this is purpose of the story. So we'll just leave it as that. The whole thing with the mountain bandits, where they came down, they smashed the bottle on Shanks and they messed up the bar and hit his crew, or whatever he did. It was foreshadowing what Bellamy did to Luffy and Zoro in the Jaya arc, where Luffy and Zoro, similar thing happens. Bellamy, he hits them, he destroys a bar, and Luffy doesn't want to fight, and Zoro also doesn't want to fight. So this shows that they're not going to retaliate, because it's not. Sorry, some things are better off. Like, just leave them be. Don't dwell too much on what's happening. We now see everyone react to Luffy eating the devil fruit, which is so, it was such a subtle frame in the manga. So it was just a small panel that you see him eat this fruit, and the next panel is done. Uh, and everybody around him is like making it a big deal. Well, yes, they're making a big deal because, like, obviously a child ate this fruit, but these guys saw a lot of stuff. Like, when they were traveling on the Grand Line, when they're traveling into the new world, they probably saw a lot of these stuff. So we don't know why they reacted so like shocked, and so like uh yeah, so shocked and stuff. But we don't know as yet. Maybe we'll just call it, for the story purposes, we'll just be like, hey, devil fruits are a big thing because it's very rare. So maybe that's what Oda tried to do there, trying to show it. But can you see how it's been played out now, like almost like over 1,000 chapters later, like where it's like God, this is actually a good fruit, and now it's in the hands of a child. So we never know these things. So anyway, um, what I'm theorizing is that a flashback will show back to this chapter 1, after Shanks leaves East Blue. He'll probably talk to his first mate or to other members of his crew, telling them, like, like, Luffy needs to get stronger, and I believe in him, and he's probably the future and the prophecy and whatever. But I want that to happen. I want that to happen. I'm theorizing, so let's just hope for the best. A small honorable mention here. I love the fact that Lucky Roo shot this guy. He, it showed me how gruesome this anime can get, where they're not sugarcoating anything. And when I first saw the scene, I was so shocked. I was like, yo, this guy just took a bullet to his head. Like, I was like, this is gonna be a good anime. And one more thing, I'm gonna get a little bit outside. Yeah, I also love the fact that Shanks never used observation haki to see through that smoke bomb that the mountain bandit threw. Maybe if you used a little observation haki, Shanks, you wouldn't have lost an arm. You had Conqueror's haki, you had armament haki. Okay, you still got those things, alright? You got observation haki, but you couldn't see through some smoke. Usopp could see through walls. Walls, but you can't see through smoke. Yeah, okay. I'm just throwing it out. Off topic. I found it so funny because now, obviously, when you read like previous chapters and where we are in the story now, you're like, yo, these guys are really powerful, and especially how powerful they made Shanks. But if we really wanted to, he could have saved his arm. Let's just give. He's so powerful that he didn't even need it. Well, the man stopped the war, so yeah. So we then see this mountain bandit on a small ship, and Luffy's there, and then he threw Luffy overboard. So now Luffy, because he ate the devil fruit, he can't swim. And then we see a Sea King lurking, and it just jumps at them. So that Sea King, I'm sure he killed that mountain bandit. But you see, like, Shanks, like, pull him out of the way, sort of thing, and this results in Shanks losing an arm. And as soon as that happens, the next Sea King looks at them again to attack them. Shanks uses his Conqueror's Haki for the first time. We see it in the first chapter. One of the first uses of Haki. Yeah, we see it there. So Shanks says that, after that he says that, we're using this East Blue as a base for the operations. So we don't know what that is as yet. Maybe after they stole this fruit, they needed to come back into one of the 4 seas because they wanted to lay low for. But yeah, so maybe in later chapters we'll find out why. I know Mr. Morge, he theorizes that Elbaf is gonna be Shanks' arc, and I'm 100% with him on that one. That guy knows everything, so I'm 100% with him. That's gonna be Shanks' arc. So maybe then we'll get all our questions answered. So after this, Luffy vows to get stronger and become the king of the pirates. Shanks then gives him the straw hat, which we later find out that it's Roger's hat, the Pirate King, and the birthing of his crew, with the name of his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, in later chapters. So then 10 years later, fast forward, Luffy's 17, he sets out to sea on a small boat, and the same Sea King comes after him, and he uses the Gomu Gomu no pistol, and he one-shots it out of there. This is also cool because, like, I think in like the second page, Luffy is literally telling Shanks that my first is like a pistol, and then actually living up to it. So you see that Luffy is the type of person that whatever he wants, or what he's working for and what he's working to, he will get it done. And I love this. So that's how this chapter ends. I didn't expect this video to be this long, but I'm gonna make I'm gonna make more of these in the future. We're gonna call it foreshadowing episodes, and basically, not every chapter will have foreshadowing. Maybe like in chapter 2, there might just be one thing, and maybe in chapter 3, the whole chapter might be a foreshadowing chapter. We don't know as yet. So, as I'm reading, I'm just gonna be writing scripts and see. So maybe the next video will be like chapters 2 to 10 will have foreshadowing and stuff. So let me know what you guys think about it. I'm also thinking of doing other anime content. I wanna, because I started reading Jujutsu Kaisen, so I wanna start doing a video on that. Boruto, I need to write a script about that, but I read that and I'm caught up to it, and I really want to do a video on that. So please subscribe again, like, it's much appreciated, and thank you.